If you're tuning in, I'm your host, Paco. You're listening to Occupy the Media. I was just going over some headlines there before the break. If you're just tuning in, maybe we'll go over some of them here coming up this hour and next hour. Don't forget I'm on 10 to 12 noon Eastern Time and 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time every day, Monday through Friday on ronpaulradio.com. Don't forget to check us out in the chat room. If you're listening, click on Listen Live, and it should come right up for you. Okay, so in Washington Post today, they're already reporting that Mitt Romney is going to clinch the Republican nomination today. And, they're getting ready for it. Just like they're getting ready for the war with Iran, they're getting ready for Mitt Romney to be claimed the nominee. For so long, he was the putative frontrunner, the nominal frontrunner, the weak frontrunner. Then he became the all but certain nominee. And by Tuesday night, he'll be able to ditch those modifiers. Now, it's so amazing that to the media, there's no worries about it. Like, they already know what these outcomes are going to come. When I'm reading about these elections, it's like they're already for sure that Mitt Romney's going to win all these states. I wonder why. It's like there's no chance that he's going to do bad and Ron Paul is going to win some of these. Something's definitely up with these numbers. So they know that Mitt Romney's going to go ahead and get this. They're gonna do everything they've been doing. More voter fraud. Give it to Romney. And that'll be it. What's this? Just watch a CNN now. Shooting near Texas polling station. A campaign worker is shot in the leg. What? Primary voting continues. Okay, so you guys, breaking news right now on CNN. There's a shooting near Texas polling station. Worker shot in leg. Primary voting continues. This is on CNN right now because, I keep the media up just in case something goes down while I'm doing my show. So you guys stay tuned. If you guys want to check that out, it was on CNN. They'll probably put it right back on. But anyways, they're going to go and try to give Mitt Romney the election. They're going to probably cheat with this Texas thing because there's no chance that Ron Paul just might win the state of Texas, right? There's no worries about that. Mitt Romney's just for sure to get that. I mean, it's amazing. It really is. So anyways, they're already getting the perception ready that he's officially the nominee, and this is it. It's official. It's him versus Obama. No need to mention Ron Paul anymore and make the blackout even worse. But I want to remind everyone just who they're voting for. If you're voting for Mitt Romney, or you're going to go ahead and just follow the establishment. I want to play this clip here from Mitt Romney when he was running in Massachusetts.
Now, Romney's all-day bus tour made a stop in Worcester this afternoon where supporters gathered to cheer him on and rally the troops to get out the vote. Voter turnout is expected to decide this race, with a large turnout expected to help Romney. With that in mind, the campaign has set up 38 phone banks and targeted 150,000 undecided and unenrolled voters to receive phone calls. Many Democrats say a tie in the polls gives the edge to Shannon O'Brien because she has that statewide organization, including union and minority support. But the Romney campaign says that support is overrated and is eroding. They point to the recent endorsement from El Mundo, the largest Spanish-speaking newspaper in the state.
I think the old, standby definitions of who votes for which party have been blown away in this campaign. I think people recognize that I'm not a partisan Republican, that I'm someone who is moderate and that my views are progressive, and that I'm going to go to work for our senior citizens, for people who've been left behind by urban schools that are not doing the right job, and so they're going to vote for me regardless of the party label.
You hear what he said? He finally said something right. I think people recognize he's not a Republican. Let's play that part again real quick.
Have been blown away in this campaign. I think people recognize that I'm not a partisan Republican, that I'm someone who is moderate and that my views are progressive, and that I'm going to go to work for our senior citizens, for people who've been left behind by urban schools that are not doing the right.
I know Obama's spending millions of dollars with campaign ads that are probably coming out soon. He don't need anything. All he needs to do is play that right there. That's it. Mitt Romney's one of us. That's all Obama needs to say. Look, he's a moderate. He's progressive like us. So he just changes what he says. He's just going to go along just to fit into the Republican platform, and we're supposed to just believe it. Meanwhile, what is Ron Paul doing? The same thing he's been doing for years, from ages on out. So you guys get ready for the media. Get ready for it probably tonight. It's going to be all Romney, all talking. Guess where he's going to be at? He's going to be in Las Vegas. He's going to be in Las Vegas with Donald Trump. Donald Trump celebrating. You know, it's amazing this guy's winning all these states, and he can't even celebrate in the states he's winning. Because nobody's voting for you. I don't believe it. I mean, obviously, there's people voting for him, but you guys know what I mean. And this guy can't even go to Texas to celebrate with the people that are supposedly voting for him. You're in Las Vegas with Donald Trump. You're not even with the people. Ron Paul, meanwhile, is going everywhere with the people. 5,000 here, 6,000 here, 8,000 there. Winning conventions. Got to stand up. Got to do conventions outside. Got money bombs, pizza bombs. We're doing all of this. But still, though, we're not going to go out and vote, though. And all the people that don't like Romney, upset with Romney, staying inside the house, no, they're going to show up and vote, though. That's how Romney's getting all these votes. It's a joke. I don't buy it for 1 minute. Again, I'll say it again. Numbers don't lie. The people that report them do. But either way, we got to win these conventions. We're focusing on the conventions. We're focusing on the delegates, and that's where we got to win it at. And it's just that the media is going to make it harder for us after the day. But means we got to make it harder for them. Make it harder for them to get by with their lies. Because that's all they keep doing. They keep making up these delegate numbers, all these different numbers floating around. They don't want to report on the wins that we're getting, the states that we're getting. Supposedly all of ours got to be challenged because we're breaking rules. We're doing shenanigans. We're, trying to hijack the system. It's amazing, man. It really is. I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to get ticked off when I hear the media talking about Romney today, all day today. And then what's next? Ron Paul supporters lining up. That's what they're going to start talking about. How can we get the young people, the Ron Paul supporters? You can get out the way. That's how you can get us on board. Get out the way. Give it to Ron Paul. Let him be president. Now, coming up, we got some more clips I'm going to play here on the show in case you guys missed it. Luke Rudkowski actually got some good video footage of him approaching Bill O'Reilly. And then Bill O'Reilly goes on Fox and, calls Occupy Wall Street terrorists like they usually do. And then Luke Rudkowski asked Jesse Jackson about endorsing Obama even after bringing up NDAA. And yes, Jesse Jackson, of course, is basically just saying, I'm voting for the lesser of two evils. Pretty much that's what Jesse Jackson is telling you to do. Not what Martin Luther King would tell you to do. Stand up. Stand up for your rights and fight back. Also on CBS News video, Marines seek benefits over contaminated water. Yes, Marines on I think it's on a base, living on base, are being fed contaminated water. What else do we got going on? A new book is out on Ron Paul by Walter Block. This is at the Daily Paul, a new book on Ron Paul by Walter Block. And we got some other headlines. We'll be back. I'm your host, Paco. You're listening to Occupy the Media. Stay tuned.
We were brought up loving our country. That in the United States of America, we were free. And that's an attitude that we've tried to instill in our children. I met my wife in the Air Force. I was a combat pilot in Vietnam. I served in Desert Storm as a commander. When I graduated from the academy, I took the oath of office. And as a commander, I administered that oath to many people. Now I wonder about the understanding people have of our Constitution, and I think about our candidates for President of the United States. It's interesting to see the support Ron Paul gets from the military. And if we think back to the code of conduct and people raising their right hand that they were going to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, why would those same people support in great numbers Ron Paul? I think it's because they've raised their right hands and they're putting their lives on the line for us here in the United States. And they know that Ron Paul does the same.
I'm Gary Johnson, former governor of New Mexico. Last year, my state became the 12th state to allow medical use of marijuana by patients who are seriously ill. Some people were surprised that a Republican governor supports medical marijuana, but I'm hardly alone. Groups like the American College of Physicians, American Nurses Association, and American Public Health Association have all acknowledged the medical value of marijuana. New research about medical marijuana is coming out almost every day, showing remarkable potential in all sorts of serious conditions, including cancer, AIDS, and chronic pain. But some in government still want to put politics and ideology ahead of public health. To learn more about medical marijuana and what you can do to help, contact the